Let's talk about the pitchLogic baseball and backwards extension, because that's one of the metrics that I've started looking more at here lately as I work with a lot of these kids. And the reason why I started looking at it is because I'm very big on momentum. And I have a lot of guys that want to start centered with the baseball as opposed to loaded on the back leg. The problem with that is when you start centered, a lot of times they're going to want to go backwards to load the back leg and then try to redirect and go forward, which is a momentum killer. Now with pitchLogic baseball, when guys do that, they're going to have a higher reading on that backwards extension, which means from the time the ball starts moving, where it's at right here, compared to how far back behind that line it travels before it starts moving forward, that's backward extension. A higher backward extension number for those guys that have poor momentum, that's not a good sign. So that gives me something to look at. So once again, let's do a throw here where I start centered and I go back and then try to redirect forward. And what you get there is you get a backwards momentum, or you get a backward extension number of 1.3 feet, okay? And that's not a good number. So to fix this, and you have to find a balance here, because if you go forward too quick too soon, then you're also going to throw yourself off and you're not going to allow your body to get in position. So I like to teach what's called a preload of the back leg and then a drift forward. And then during that drift, you're making sure your body stays in a good position. So instead of centered, I start back here, preload the back leg. That first move is a drift forward while keeping this back leg loaded. And if you watch where the ball starts here, you'll see it doesn't travel much at all, if any, behind this line. So preload, drift forward, and throw. And on that particular throw, there was zero backwards extension, which for me would be a much better thing when I'm comparing the two different ways to preset when you pitch.